second. Let me see if I can clean the camera. How are we? How are we doing? What's up? Welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is an end of 2025 reading. It is called the last emotional blockage that needs to be released to enter into the new year, just because I'm trying to come up with something different. I was looking at it and I was like, this doesn't really sound like my style, but why not? Why not? Let's just go for it. Basically, I was thinking of doing the same kind of spread, because I normally put what is the situation, the challenge, where is this stemming from, what happened in the past, what's on your mind, and what is the outcome. And then the advice card could absolutely be, how you're going to be releasing this, the advice on how to release it, right? So I think that would work. And it's going to be an all signs reading. And I need to get myself a piece of paper and a pen. Let's see. Actually, I have something here. Do I have a pen? I do this all the time, don't I? Let me see if I can find a pen here. Pen? Is this a pen? No, that's not. This is a pen. All right. I got one. Look at my sweatshirt. Can you see what it says? It says, "Why is my kindness not killing them?" or something like that. I thought it was so cute. And with the skeleton and everything. Anyways. Okay, so let's start off with, we're going to do our usual. We're going to do Capricorn. Capricorn, then Aqua, then the fish, then the rams, then the bulls. I always had a hard time saying bulls. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. Like, I always used to say BOWLS, and I'm like, aren't they pronounced the same? No, apparently they're not. All right, then we have the twins, the crabs, we have the lions, we have the virgins, the scales, the scorpions, we have the centaurs, Sagittarius. Okay, I always have to, maybe I didn't give enough space for that. All right, let's start this off. One more time. Welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is an all signs reading, an end of 2025 reading. So check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, whatever. If you have a stellium, which means you have, I believe it's 3 or more planets in one sign. Cross watch if you'd like. Just remember that I'm not telling you what to do. The oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for supporting the channel by doing all of that. Commenting, donating, etc., etc. All right, Capricorn. What's going on? Capricorn. Okay, Caps. What's the situation? What is the blockage? You have the Chariot, Cancer energy. What's the challenge? The Queen of Pentacles. Is it you? Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Could be Taurus, Virgo. Now, it doesn't have to be that it's the zodiac sign. It could also represent the personality of the Queen of Pentacles, which is the homemaker. She takes care of everyday life. She builds the family. So whatever resources come to her, she multiplies that. Now, in the foundation, why it's all happening, Justice card, Libra energy. So this looks like some sort of movement forward. I want to move life forward, or I want to start anew. I want to be on the correct path. I want to balance things out. I want things to be fair. I feel like this would be the direction or whatever, your situation. And the challenge with the Queen of Pentacles, either you're not feeling supported or you aren't, maybe you're all over the place. Because the Queen of Pentacles could absolutely be that type of energy of kind of like soccer mom. Hey, guitar lover. You know, the mom that has all these things to do and whatnot. She's taking care of everybody else and fails to take care of herself. So that could be what's going on. There could also be a sense of feeling like you're not getting enough, like you're not being provided enough to be able to continue with the path that you want to move forward. So what happened in the past? Ace of Cups. Maybe some sort of new love opportunity, something that your heart really wanted. It was a new chapter in that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be love. On your mind, you have the Knight of Wands, wanting to take action. This could be another person for some. And your outcome is the Lovers. That's a choice. It is also Gemini energy, and it is energy of masculine and feminine together. That balance could be some sort of relationship. And then you have the Hermit card, Virgo energy. So there is either some sort of introspection that you're doing, or maybe secluding yourself from certain things. Now, the Hermit is also about maturing. So let's see what's going on here. Why is the Chariot here? The Page of Swords. The Five of Pentacles, yeah, and the Four of Cups. That's exactly what I was saying before. There seems to be this energy of like either you're not satisfied with the situation, or there isn't enough money, or you're feeling left out. There's something here. Overall, you're seeing something as, I'm not really happy with this. And there is this sense of wanting to move forward. For some of you, it's questioning whether this path forward is right for you, or if you're on the right path. Give me a second. I need to open the window because it's feeling hot. And I don't want to take off my sweatshirt. Okay. That should be okay. All right. Let's take a look at... Actually, what happened in the past? I'm going to go here and there. What happened in the past? The Tower. The Magician. Wow, the Sun. So there was something in the past. Either it came out of nowhere, or... maybe there was a breakdown of something, a breakup of some sort, and you manifested towards happiness. And for some of you, maybe it's something that didn't come about, but it was the idea. Oh, thank you. Not my dog, but I'm dog sitting right now. But yes, she is. And she's very friendly too. Yeah, there was this, the concept, the goal was this Eight of Cups. Why is the Justice card here? Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups. So there is a bit of a blockage in regards to love. I feel like there's a guard up here. For some of you, tired of a relationship or relationships in general. Excuse me. Could be with a water sign, doesn't have to be. But I also feel like because it's the Queen of Cups, there's an open-heartedness here of receiving and giving love. There's a nurturing, there's a care. But with the Nine of Wands, that tells me that you've persevered with something, but it has left you feeling depleted, guarded, maybe even kind of like skeptical about a relationship. And what you really wanted was some sort of balance, fairness, for things to be right. And your movement forward currently is a little bit stunted because there's this dissatisfaction of how things are currently going or how they went. Why is the Queen of Pentacles the challenge? The Moon, Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords. 7 swords at the bottom. So there could be lack of clarity in regards to how something is going to move forward, or the passion, or what else is the Ace of Wands? The spark, like basically the gas to turn on the car. And then the Knight of Swords is a rushed energy though. So something doesn't feel either secure or 100%, like I said, not balanced. So why do you have the Knight of Wands on your mind? I also want to take a look at the past again. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands. I feel like what's on your mind is ready to go. Baby, I'm ready to go. But something feels, I don't know if it's that it's a burden. To me, this just looks like I just want something that's an equal give and take. I want reciprocity. I want generosity. I want the same thing that I'm giving. And whatever this is, whether it's relationship, work, just life in general, I feel like with this Knight of Wands, there's an enthusiasm for that. Why is the Lovers the outcome? The King of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo, the Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Five of Cups. So is there something that's conflicting, or there's some drama, or it's going to cause an issue, some sort of choice? Because the Ace of Swords is clarity. It's also about making a choice. It's kind of like cutting something out if need be. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands. That's the investment. You know what I get with that too? I get this sense of, because the Seven of Pentacles is reaping rewards. It's kind of like pruning a tree as well. So you got to cut out the dead parts, because then it's not going to grow. This might cause some sort of conflict. Why is the Hermit here? Ten of Cups, Strength, Leo energy, Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, because there is some sort of choice here. Or somebody's feeling emotionally overwhelmed, or not wanting to make the wrong choice. I also feel like there's a bit of a holding back. It's not jumping into something. Kind of like I can see this as a potential of working out, but I'm being, I don't know if that's being cautious. You're cautious of a partnership. For some of you, I want to say this is business also related. The Six of Cups. Let me see what else comes out with. Let's check out the Hidden Truth Oracle. I don't know if I'm a fan of using these cards, but take it if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, then just disregard it. I'll take one more. Okay. Says, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. You and I were too young. And young could just be maturity level. And I replay our conversations over and over. You were the best thing in my life. So for some of you, if this is about some sort of relationship, again, platonic, romantic, familial, whatever. With these cards that just showed up, I feel like either something just wasn't ready. There's that with that Ace of Cups in the past. Something wasn't fully mature, or somebody wasn't fully mature, or there was just something there. It wasn't necessarily growing to its fullest potential. Yeah, could have ended because maybe there was something toxic or fear, or somebody just walked away, ghosted. Could be an Aries, Sag, Leo. Doesn't have to be with the Queen of Wands here. Maybe just somebody wasn't reciprocal. Maybe somebody had a lot of attention and they didn't want to give that up. Or perhaps you had to do the best thing for you, because I'm also looking at the Devil card as that just being Capricorn, because that is your card. So in any other reading, I mean, it could represent that it's a Capricorn, but it would most likely be the meanings, or the other meanings of that card. But in this case, since it is your reading, something could have started as fast as it started, it ended. So there is some sort of recognition of things were great. You were the best thing in my life. And you know what? Maybe this is not necessarily over. Because the energies right now, right, for releasing the energies of 2025, it's all about that. It's all about a fresh new beginning. And I know that's normally cliche because New Year, but astrologically, that's what it is, actually. New beginnings all throughout of next year. Yeah, there's the Seven of Cups. What was conflicting is either somebody having too many options, feeling emotionally overwhelmed, unsure of what choice to make. But I feel like something becomes clear. Somebody might also need a bit time for themselves. This could be you with that Hermit card. Because I do feel like somebody is doing, I'm going to say you because this is your reading. You are doing, and if you think it's the other person, then think it's the other person. Somebody is absolutely looking at the future and how to move forward. And they're doing that introspection, really thinking about it. So let's take out a card for advice. What is the advice for Capricorn? Oh my God, I'm going to have to do all 12 signs. I don't know. Capricorn, you have vanity. We're already 20 minutes in. Goodness, for 12. So I may have to do a part 2. Crystal, Peter, and Mike are at a party in Mike's posh home, toasting success in their business. A mysterious old man appears and asks them whether they prefer gluttony or generosity. Puzzled, none of them answers. He reminds them that more does not mean better, and they laugh. Suddenly, they are alone, far from the party, in rising water. We're getting more, cries Peter. Rain falls and the water rises faster. Play, shouts Crystal. We must do well with what we have. As they begin to have fun in the water, the rain stops. We all say when we will stop when we've had enough, but there's never enough. You may be looking outside yourself for validation. Am I feeling disconnected from many people in my life? Am I growing away from limiting relationships? Keywords: faith, awareness, transformation, environmental tension, living in illusion, self-doubt, power to change, lesser companions, empty conversations. But then this is also like, oh, well, when I have this, then life will be better. So this is a card of gratitude as well. The tenuous balance between what is true in our heart and what we communicate is reflected in Aqua. My goodness. Are you living and communicating your truth or just playing along? This may be a time of awakening to a new way of being. Be aware of distractions that may pull you away from the true you. So let's take out the Rebel deck as well. This is also a card of living authentically and kind of, yeah, being grateful and remembering what actually matters, like actual priorities, not just like living. Yeah, I feel like it's also about priorities. Well, this vacuum, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. All right, Capricorn. You need a good fucking cry. Hey, Gemini. La Unique. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. And drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. So that could also be the Nine of Wands. Maybe there is a bit of an ego thing going on here. I don't take it if it resonates. But there is a bit of a dropping down and a releasing energy with these cards that just came out. All right, so let's move forward to Aquarius. Bro, I should have just done the individual reads, but it is what it is. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. I didn't even write down Capricorn. So, Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Check out your sun, moon, rising, your Venus. If you're cross-watching, fantastic. That can apply to you as well. If you feel that it goes vice versa, then just switch the roles. Take what resonates. It won't always resonate, you know. This is more of a collective. The majority of Aquariuses are going through. That's why we check out our sun, moon, rising, because you know we could get something that we can connect with. All right, Aquarius, for this releasing 2025's last emotional blockage, what is the reading for Aquarius? Okay, Aqua, you have the Judgment. Currently, you have the King of Swords, that is Aquarius. Could be Gemini, Libra. That's the challenge. The Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, not having enough money, scarcity mindset, lack of time, energy, health. Why it's all happening? Four of Cups, a dissatisfaction, boredom, maybe even a missed opportunity for some. I feel like with this King of Swords being here, this is such a I'm not showing emotions type of energy. I'm just using logic. Very as a matter of fact type of individual, this King of Swords. There's something that you're just not happy with. You're not satisfied with. And it sucks because with the Five of Pentacles is either for some of you feel like I can't let this go because then how am I going to make money? Or for some of you it's dissatisfied because I don't feel included or I feel left out or something like that. What happened in the past? The Knight of Wands on your mind, the Six of Pentacles. Sorry for the glare. The Queen of Cups is your outcome. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You have Aries, Sag, Leo here as well. Let's take a look at this King of Swords. Why is he here? The blockage could be yourself. Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. I get the sense for some of you it's about feeling empowered or feeling like you're going to grow more if you detach from something or someone or legit walk away. I also feel like for some, maybe very select few, there's the energy of wanting to rush into something before something gets away. I feel like that might be a masculine energy. What is the Five of Pentacles? Why is that the challenge? Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, wow, the Ten of Cups. This could be about some sort of partnership because 8 and 10, there's a Two of Cups in between there. Plus you have the Hierophant. For some of you, I feel like somebody is going to need to leave something behind to be happier. And that's the challenge. The challenge is I feel like I'm not going to have more or the same if I detach, if I walk away. What happened in the past? Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. So in the past, I feel like there was definitely this desire to work on things, to feel secure here, but something became heavy and heavy. Somebody's behavior, someone's action, someone's in and out, or a situation or an environment maybe was fickle. Maybe there was a lot going on, but it was a bit on the heavy side. Maybe there was a lot of work, if this is work related and you had to take on everything. Let me see what this Knight of Swords is. Nine of Cups. This is rushing into something because I really want it. Now it is also the energy of somebody doing, you're kind of like being self-indulgent, not really taking action without thinking. For some of you, you have to see the clarity of things, or you realize that, or you are doing that already. Because you need to feel secure within yourself. You want this growth and expansion. You want to feel like things are actually going in a direction for you, like you're creating something. Four of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, the Justice, Libra. There could have been communication about fixing something, or, oh no, it's okay, things are going to be worked out. Maybe there was some sort of idea that was shared. But there's just this Four of Cups that's here that's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's really going to work out. For some of you, somebody is feeling like something is slipping out of their hands, like it's a missed opportunity. What is this Six of Pentacles on your mind? Aquarius. So you have the Hanged Man, the High Priestess, the Ten of Swords. I feel like you think something is over. And there's a bit of a holding back because of that. Either because I've been already hurt one too many times, I've been promised all these things, nothing ever really happened, or I've been betrayed here already, or backstabbed. For somebody who's feeling stuck, thinking about this, it's possible that nothing is being said, or like, yeah, it's not being communicated 100%. And for some of you, it has. Why is the Queen of Cups the outcome? Temperance, Hermit, Ace of Cups. There is some, wow, King of Cups. There is definitely, your outcome is some sort of new beginning where the heart is open. I believe that it needs time. There is patience here with the Temperance card. This is also having to be patient with a situation, healing from it. And then the Hermit is doing some sort of introspection, really taking that time alone to really reflect. For some of you, this is about opening your heart up again. Bro, that thing scared me. I thought the vacuum was a cat. There's no cats here. You don't want to get hurt again. You don't want to be deceived again. You don't want to be disappointed. So this is why you're being cautious with this, because there's a bit of uncertainty. Do I make the right move? Am I making the right choice? Why is the Judgment here? So if you're waiting on a second chance, an opportunity, a resurrection of some sort, I feel like you don't see that coming. Capricorn energy with the Devil here. Yeah, I feel like somebody just doesn't trust something. It could be fear of getting hurt again and disappointed, like I said already. I think, if anything, it has the potential for things to start anew, but something has to absolutely drastically change. Somebody needs to mature, or somebody needs to heal. I also feel like somebody needs to give something up. Whether it's the idea of something or a bad habit. This is going to be a missed opportunity for someone. If they don't make a choice. Something has to transform. Something has to end. Because I see the potential for that. And it may happen, actually. So, but I don't want to say 100% because I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. I left you before you could leave me. I love you unconditionally. I'm understanding our connection. I regret lying to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be that I left you before you could leave me. It could be that situation, but it could also be that somebody decided that they were going to behave in a way that clearly wasn't acceptable. And now they're regretting it. Like I said, somebody is going to feel like something is a missed opportunity. But there is an opportunity to bring back balance. Now, is somebody going to get out of their head? What is the advice for Aquarius? What is the advice for Aquarius? Let me write this down. You have, stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. Get the fuck out of your head. I was actually going to say that before, but not in those words. Get in your heart. It misses you. And I feel like you do because the Queen of Cups is your outcome. And sleeping could be literal. And for some of you, it's figuratively. What is the advice for Aquarius? Just use your discernment, especially if there's something new coming in. Use your discernment. Guilt. Where's the book? Oh. Guilt. This is a great card. Because it's a card that reminds us that sometimes we can't fix people's lives. We can't just offer them advice and expect them to listen and boom, your life is fixed. Sometimes we need to listen, you do you, and you fall on your face because that's the only way you're going to learn. And that's what this card is about. Apricot truly is a saint. She sets aside her own needs and happiness to help others, even allowing freeloading friends to get involved in her business. One day, her latest business partner announces that she wants to dissolve their company and split the profits. Apricot stands up to her. The company is hers, and she did all the work, while this so-called partner did nothing. Now she'll only give from her excess, not from her reserve. Do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. Am I giving away too much of my time and energy? Am I resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? Keywords: awareness, awakening, release, self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others, finding personal power. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There's a great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you. Reclaim your life. All right, Aquarius. Let's move on to, do I still have time? Yeah, Pisces. All right, Pisces. Pisces, welcome. Check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc. so that you can get a message that you resonate with. Just remember, I'm not telling you what to do. Oracle's not telling you what to do. You have free will. So you make the best decision for you and everybody else involved. If you're cross-watching, that's allowed. Thanks for supporting the channel. It's greatly appreciated. All right, so Pisces, this releasing 2025's last emotional blockage reading. What is in store? What will come out for you? Okay, Pisces. Pisces. I may have to do a part 2 because I don't know if I'm going to have time. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I feel like I'm doing, you know how I do the individual signs and it's literally taking that long. So we'll see. All right, Hermit. This just came out for Aquarius in the same position. You have the Wheel of Fortune currently. The challenge is the Two of Cups, some sort of partnership or union, or the Fool card, why it's all happening. Things turning around. Good luck. Because you took a leap of faith with something, or you're leaving certain baggage behind, turning a new page, but the challenge is the Two of Cups. What happened in the past? The Two of Pentacles. Maybe too much going on with that Two of Pentacles, or maybe somebody was juggling or couldn't make a decision. Maybe things were just out of whack. What's on your mind? King of Swords. Could it be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra? Doesn't have to be. Could be maybe someone's behavior. Maybe somebody was harsh. And you have the Four of Cups as your outcome. All right, let's see what happened in the past. Why is the Two of Cups here? Five of Cups. Oof, Five of Swords. Three of Pentacles. There could have been a situation that seemed like it had the potential to grow into something that was long-lasting or that would make money, because you have the Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. There's an Ace of Pentacles in between there. However, there was a lot of struggle with these two fives showing up here. For some of you, a heavy lack of trust here. Somebody could have just been doing whatever they wanted, not giving a about what another person is feeling. You could feel completely depleted. I just feel like whatever it is for you in the past, something was just absolutely out of whack. It was a roller coaster. I think for some of you, it's like you don't know what's going to hit you next with whatever the situation is. But the Three of Pentacles is here, so I feel like you tried to work something out. You tried to be a team player. Nine of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Pentacles. The Devil. Capricorn. Why is the Devil here? The World. Nine of Wands, Six of Swords. Currently, with this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like there's definitely this energy of being self-reliant, self-sufficient, being a little more confident, relying on yourself, right? And there is this opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, whether this is a reconciliation for some, whether it's an opportunity for more money, whether it's a new chapter in regards to work for some. The Devil card here, though, I feel like for some, I just want to turn a new leaf. I don't care if I have to leave something behind. I am fully done with some sort of repetitive cycle, toxic environment or person, fear maybe. I don't necessarily feel like it's fear, because the World, Nine of Wands, Six of Swords, this to me is telling me that there's a closing of some sort of cycle, or something was accomplished, and you're persevering and moving forward, leaving this past in the past. Now, it could be like just mentally or energetically, as they say. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily happening in the physical present moment, but the energy is there because you want things to go smoother. What is the Fool? Because you want this new beginning, this leap of faith. The Hierophant. You want something that's, for one, something that's stable. Point blank period with this Hierophant. Whether it's, I want a stable relationship, I want a job where I feel secure, or I want to be surrounded by people who have good morals. Like, are there any good people out there? Are people wholesome these days? Like, where are people? You know? The Emperor and the Tower. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is about taking full control of your own beliefs, your own structure, your own morality, and breaking down what is not that anymore. You know, for some of us, we hold on, or a lot of us hold on to things as our core belief because that's just something that we believed in for so long. Whether it's our parents taught us, whether it's something that we learned in school, or learned in a religious environment, or whatever it is. And now it's like, okay, let's revisit this. Is this, and all these retrogrades actually are all about revisiting these things. This align? Is this my truth still? Do I have a different opinion? For some of you, this is attaining a new position at work or new responsibilities. Because I feel like also with the Hierophant and the Emperor, this is about having discipline. Because Hierophant is obedience, rules, regulations. Emperor is authority. And both of those together, ideally, in a positive sense, is not about having control over others, but it's about having control over ourselves. And then the Tower is a breakdown, which that's why I was saying maybe it's a change of something, breaking that down, starting anew. For some, maybe somebody is leaving a work situation. Maybe a new position is going to open up. Why is the Tower here? I also feel like it's taking life by the horns, as they say. I don't even know. Yeah, that's a saying in English, right? Yeah, the Ten of Cups, Three of Wands, the Justice, Nine of Cups. I'm telling you, Pisces, the foundation why this is all happening is because you want a new beginning that feels secure, stable. It doesn't feel all wobbly and all over the place like the stuff in the past. And this is what you're waiting for, something that's wholesome, something that is emotionally stable, where there's harmony here, where, you know, there's an alliance for some. Waiting for justice. Some of you, you're waiting on results of something, like a court thing. Let's see this King of Swords. Why is that on your mind? 49 minutes. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yay. Thank you for letting me know. King of Wands, the Star card, the Eight of Wands. So Aries, Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Ace of Wands at the bottom. I don't know if this is a person. And then now you have the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, which I knew it was going to be there. And the Four of Swords. I don't know if this King of Wands is another person or if this is you. Did the Ace of Wands come out? Oh, the Ace of Wands is at the bottom. I'm saying that because there's the 8 and here's the 7 right here. And in between would be the Ace of Wands. There could be some sort of talks about traveling, moving. There might be a decision about that. I also get like, I am confident enough to make a decision to stay put. Like I get the sense of also like, I'm not going to be, not told what to do, not in a sense of like, nobody tell me what to do. Not like that. but like in the sense of like having boundaries, priorities, like you have a backbone. Not that you didn't have before, but maybe it was a little on the soft side. Listen, Pisces, I have double Pisces in my chart. Pisces, Mars, and Jupiter. So I get it. So my planet of fighting and warrior is in the sign of Pisces. Hence why this channel is named The Forgiving Tarot. Because usually Pisces, Mars tend to have this, what is it? Make love, not war type of energy. You know, they tend to be way too forgiving. And I feel like that's you, Pisces. I feel like this reading is hoping that you feel heard. Because I feel like this time around, something changed, almost like something snapped where you had enough. You had enough. And on your mind, I feel like there's this hope that things move forward, that things, pick up their pace, that maybe even that somebody comes towards you and reveals some sort of truth. Let me see what this Two of Cups is, because I didn't even clarify that yet. Why is the Two of Cups here? And I'll get back to that because I'm still not 100% on that one. 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords, the Page of Cups. There's a 4 of Swords. For some of you, you've left a situation and you're like, I'm not going back. I don't care. For some of you, you went back all the damn time because you always forgave. You always gave somebody or something the benefit of the doubt. Again, if it's not about a love relationship, it could be like a work situation where you're like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm done with this. I'm not putting in all of my energy. I'm the only person that works hard here. And I need a break. Or I'm going to find another job. And then when you say that, it's like, all right, let's try this again. And I feel like for you, I'm not saying 100% that you're like this already. Like, I'm saying no. For some of you, yes, that is the case. And for some of you, the energy is there. For some of you, you might be, I don't know if it's waiting on an apology with this Page of Cups. Others of you, if you haven't even left a situation, the challenge or this, I feel like it's pain. And emotionally, you're like, I don't want to be stuck in this anymore. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, 7 of Cups. For some of you, you want to express your truth to someone. I also get the sense of, for some of you, you don't believe someone's words. You don't believe this new beginning that they're trying to offer you. Like if it's a work situation, oh, really? You need me? But you guys don't act like you need me. You guys act like you're just taking me for granted, or you keep using and abusing me type of thing. If it's about a relationship, it's like, what's behind those words? You car salesman. What is the Four of Cups? Why is that the outcome for Pisces? Ten of Swords. Two of Swords. King of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to focus more on what makes you stable and secure. For some of you, you've been hurt by a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the King of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you're a cross watcher. And you're watching, the person you're dealing with is a Pisces. And maybe you're an earth sign or an air sign. Or a fire sign. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I also feel like you're not satisfied. If someone is coming back around, you are not satisfied with, let's see this King of Pentacles. Because to me, it almost looks like somebody coming back around offering this stability, security, reconciliation, more money, whatever. The Moon card, Pisces energy. You're skeptical on this. You're skeptical on whatever this is because you don't know if this is going to make your life harder. Maybe they're promising, you know what, I'm going to do better. We're going to do better for you. You don't trust it. You're not satisfied with it. Four of Cups. Because you keep thinking about what happened in the past. I just get like a no, a straight up no, no. What is the Hermit? Chariot, Death, Nine of Cups, Judgment. You're more focused on your own happiness. And it's not in a cliche sense, but you're truly more focused on filling up your cup. Even if it's difficult, even if you're feeling lonely, even if you're feeling unsupported. Like for some of you, you do want to hear from somebody. Like you want things to be balanced and fair and blah, blah, blah. I don't think you're completely opposed to that. But at the same time, what's overriding that is that big no, I don't want to tolerate this anymore. Enough is enough. All right. Let's take out some advice on this releasing. Oh, actually, this is not advice. This is kind of like, if you want to take this, this is the Hidden Truth Oracle, basically what the external wants to say. Something that you may want to hear. I want you. So many things remind me of you. I look for you everywhere. My life is not together as it seems. I feel like if that's another person talking to you, especially if it's a love relationship, you're like, I don't care. I don't care. I feel like, especially with Pisces energy, no matter where you have it, sun, moon, rising, Mars, whatever, Pisces can tend to seem like they live up in the ethers, right? That's the stereotype, kind of like, because they go with the flow, stereotypically, maybe even a bit of an airhead sometimes. But when a Pisces gets mad, depending on their placements, right? They can have like this burst, this tantrum, like very fire-like, especially if there's fire placement. However, essentially, Pisces energy, when Pisces gets mad, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for a Pisces, because it's not even like, oh, because Pisces is patient or whatever. No, it's more like because Pisces already understands. It's kind of like, it sucks being an empath, because even a person who's an asshole to you, you understand them. So it's hard to be full on mad when you even understand the person who's doing you wrong. And that, I feel like that's such Pisces energy. But I feel like Pisces, you're at this point, it's like, okay, yeah, I could be mad, but I'm not really acting out of anger. I'm more acting out of logic, King of Swords, and realizing things are, it is what it is. I wish things were better, but if they're not, I'm going to sit here and just twirl my hair? What is the advice for Pisces? What's the advice for Pisces? I'm going to have to change the thumbnail to Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, because I have to go. And I'm not even sure if I can do more readings today. Most likely tomorrow. All right. Pisces. You have a miracle. Interesting. I need a miracle. I want to be your girl. All right. You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass. Buy your own damn drink. You're the best thing to happen to you. It's a little reminder, Pisces. Integrity is what turns on the light. Darkville is a town of self-centered people. One day, Betty is given too much change after making a purchase, and she returns the extra money. A brilliant light bursts from the stump of a dead oak tree in the center of the town. The citizens are bewildered by the sudden brightness, but neither question the sun sparkler, nor change their cheating ways. One day a child asks it why it came. It tells her that it shines for all that is good in the world and appears when a good deed occurs. The residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless. Do you let someone in, or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. The essence of inspiration is integrity. Can I be counted on? Keywords: integrity, gifts, reward, being a light, lighting the way for others, coming miracles. The brightest of all thoughts resides in sun yellow, as natural radiance stems from pure integrity. Be honest and forthright no matter what. With the energy of the sun, a miracle awaits. You instinctively know what is authentic. Trust this. You know what is authentic. Where's the card? For some of you with this Hermit card that showed up, either alone time or more. And I mean, and be careful with alone time, because alone time doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to fill it with empty pleasures. It means like actually focusing on what is it that I want to do? Where do I want to take my life? What do I want to accept in it? And having to make sometimes hard decisions that might end or completely transform something. But it is ultimately to help you fill up your own cup, for you to also feel happy. And also with this miracle card, what just came up for me is you don't need to step down to someone's level. You keep being you. If you're a good person, you do good things. As easy as that. If somebody is not a good person, they don't do good things. We don't need to step down to that level. I mean, in my opinion, sometimes you might have to give them a taste of their own medicine just to prove your point. But I mean, like, obviously not consistently, because we're not about being petty. We're not about being immature, you know, and needing to go back and forth with the same BS, stuck in the same cycle. You know, because also, especially for Pisces, we don't need to constantly be self-sacrificing. Oh, just because I understand what they're going through doesn't mean you need to get stepped all over all the time. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to give them a taste of their own medicine. And then when you're a good person and you step down to this lower level, you feel uncomfortable in it. It's like, okay, I'm going to give them a taste of their own medicine. And then you feel like, ugh, I shouldn't have done that. That's not really who I am. But you did it anyway. And then you move on. And maybe that'll help you get closure. And help you put up this wall and not accept getting hurt all the time. And moving on and moving forward. All right, I think that's it, right? Pisces, yeah, I think I did everything. All right, I'm going to have to leave you guys here. And I'm going to change that thumbnail. So, if you resonated with a reading, please let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.